Hello and welcome to A Talking Disaster. I am John O'Brien, your host. And without further ado, let's get into the top 10 teams in the NFL according to me. Let's go. Okay. At number 10, we have the Oakland Raiders. No, the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes. At number 9, we have the New Orleans Saints after a huge win against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, the New Orleans Saints, according to me, are the 9th best team in the NFL. We will see what happens with Trevor Siemian in the quarterback situation, but Taysom Hill has returned to practice since the incident. At number 8, we have the Tennessee Titans. I'm sorry. No, okay, that's it. Number 8, we have the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans would be higher, but they lost Derrick Henry. So they are the 8th best team in the NFL. Let's go. Number 7, Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens. So this list is actually really weird. So let me just stop and bring it back a little bit. The top 10 teams here, I will spoil it. The first 5 are NFC teams. And before, if you guys remember my predictions for the whole NFL season, I said the AFC is going to be huge, heavy hitters everywhere you look, and the NFC is going to have the Packers and the Bucs, and that's it. So far, I couldn't be further from right. That is, wow, what a great prediction by me, the NFL expert, as you guys all know and love. But I am wrong. That is not the case. That is not the case. Let me fix that a little bit. You see more of this nice brown jacket I'm wearing. You get to see my TV in the back there. Yeah, there you go. Let's see, where were we at? The Ravens. Ravens they're coming off a bye, lost to the Bengals. The Bengals are not on this list because if you lose to the Jets, even though the Titans lost to the Jets, you are off the list. You are off the list. Don't ask me what the Titans are the 1 seed in the AFC right now, so they have to be on the list somewhere. I know it's not about record. I know, but they have to be on the list somewhere. I have to give them my respect. I have a feeling, though, they will be off this list pretty soon, and the Bengals will find their way back on. But the Bengals lost to Mike White, so you're off the list. Number 6, we have the Buffalo Bills rounding out our AFC teams. We have 4 AFC teams on here: Bills, Ravens, Titans, Raiders. Not exactly what I predicted, but okay. Oh God, I need to shave. I look terrible. Number 7, yeah, or number 6, the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, so they're also coming off a bye. Lost to the Titans their last game. Oh no, they're not coming off a bye. I'm such an idiot. They beat the Miami Dolphins. They barely covered, but they did. Let's get into number 5 here. I still have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their loss to the Saints just put them at 5 instead of 3 or 4. That's really all it is. Tom Brady looks 10 years younger. It doesn't make any sense. And that's why they are at number 5. Number 4, the Arizona Cardinals lost a pretty bad game. Well, it was not a bad game. It was a great game. But they lost to the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers did not have Devontae Adams or Allen Lazard. So the Cardinals are at 4. Number 3, surprise team of the year, even though, you know what, I take that back. I don't know about surprise team of the year because I said they would win their division and go to the playoffs. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't think they would be this good. I didn't think they would be able to win with Cooper Rush against a pretty okay Minnesota team, a team capable of beating the Cowboys in my eyes with Dak. I mean, obviously wouldn't favor that, but I'm just saying on an off Sunday for the Cowboys, I think the Vikings could really beat anybody in this league playing their best and somebody playing not their best. So, yeah, the Cowboys at 3, and then you could probably guess the top 2. Number 2 is the Los Angeles Rams, the one team I was like, Matt Stafford's not that far off from Jared Goff. I don't even know why you guys watch this thing. I don't know. whatever. But the Rams keep proving me wrong, so the Rams are at 2. The Los Angeles Rams are at 2. Oh, I know Zoom is using my camera. It's okay. Jesus. At number 1, Green Bay Packers. They go into Arizona, hand them their first loss of the year. Aaron Rodgers is on the COVID list now, though, so be on the lookout for the Packers to drop. But you go into Arizona, you go in without Alan Lazard, and you go in without Devontae Adams, and you beat the team with the best record in the league. You will be the number 1 spot. And also, they only have 1 loss. So they are number 1, numero uno. All right, Thursday night. Holy, it is a Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, and that means Thursday night football's back. Thursday night football's back. And guess what? Last week we had a classic Thursday night game, a great game. And now we have the Jets and the Colts. Colts minus 10.5. Wow. Colts 10.5. I actually like the Colts to cover this, actually. I like the Colts to cover this. Now, here is why. The Mike White, believe it or not, is not Patrick Mahomes 2.0. He will fall off. And usually when these bad teams have a huge win like that, like the Jets did over the Bengals, the next week they kind of proved to everyone that you almost got us. But I found this interesting. 58% of the public bet is on the Jets spread here. So I think a lot of people are baiting for this Jets team to cover. I don't think anybody actually thinks they're going to win. But looking at the money line bet, it's 50-50. I mean, there's a lot more reward with the Jets and a lot more risk with the Colts when it comes to that. So I guess that makes a little more sense. But, geez, with the Zoom is using your microphone. I know. Whatever. It's this like security thing I have on my computer or something. But I like the Colts to cover here. I think Carson and the boys have a big night tonight. Sunday matchups. Ravens coming off a bye, like I said. Ravens minus 6 against the Minnesota Vikings. Home against the Vikings. Look out for Lamar and Harbaugh to just stick a foot right up Minnesota's you-know-what. So I think that is the Ravens minus 6 all the way. I really do like that pick a lot. I would say Ravens minus 6 pretty easily. Patriots Panthers. Surprisingly, almost 2 playoff teams. The Pats are almost a playoff team now. Looking a lot more solid. The Panthers are the 7th seed in the NFC. The NFC is like it's got the 6 and then everyone else. So could you imagine, the 2 seed doesn't get a bye anymore, but playing the Panthers the first week, that's pretty much a bye. So Panthers plus 3.5. And with the way New England's playing, I love the Patriots here. And Bill Belichick owns Sam Darnold. I don't see any way the Panthers win or cover that. To be completely honest, I think the Pats will just control the entire game with the ball on the ground. And I'd like the Pats to cover and win, obviously. Oh, the Battle of Ohio. Browns at the Bengals. The Browns at the Bengals. If you told me 3 years ago that this game would actually matter, I would have told you you're stupid. But congrats to you if you called that. So the Browns are in complete shambles after losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers on last Sunday in a heartbreaking fashion. And the Steelers were just so dirty the whole game, and they didn't have their kicker. But the Browns keep having off the field issues with Odell Beckham. I never liked Odell Beckham on the Browns. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Baker is not the quarterback that would fit well with Odell Beckham. Jarvis Landry obviously fits Baker's style more, style of quarterback, even though it didn't work out so well Sunday. But Browns, Bengals minus 2.5. The Browns coming off a bad loss, going into Cincinnati with bad things happening, and the Bengals just got humiliated by some guy named Mike White. Oh,
Bengals minus 2.5 all day. All day. If you're going to get outscored by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Steelers only scored 15 points, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase would like a word. I like the Bengals big here. I like the Bengals a lot. All right, let's see. Broncos, Cowboys. Cowboys minus 10. Cowboys minus 10. I think the Cowboys blow them out the water. I think Dak should be playing this week. Dak should be playing. If Dak plays this game, wrap it up. Why is it even on TV? Dub to the Cowboys, L to the Broncos. And Cowboys by a lot. Bills, Jaguars. Ooh-wee. Bills, Jaguars, some South and East play. We got the Jags plus 14.5. Hosting the Buffalo Bills. I like Josh Allen and the Bills to just run amok around Jacksonville and destroy them. Because the Jaguars suck. All right, let's get into toilet bowl matchup of the week. We have the Houston Texans, Davis Mills, and the Houston Texans traveling all the way to Miami, Florida to play Tua Tagovailoa and the 1-7 Dolphins. Dolphins minus 6.5. I think the Dolphins are actually a pretty good 1-7 team. Because I like the way I like Flores as a coach still. And I think if you get the right rhythm with Tua and Gesicki, it can be a pretty good offense. So I actually like the Dolphins to cover here. Dolphins minus 6.5. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. Falcons, Saints. As I was saying in my glorious top 10 ranking, Taysom Hill has returned to practice. So I don't know if he going to start. I'm not sure if he might not even play, first of all. But if he does, would he start over Simeon? Because I know Sean Payton does not want Taysom Hill to start because it kind of takes him away as a running threat, if that makes a little more sense. Because you can't play your wild card if you are just playing him all the time. You know what I'm saying? I guess you can't use him as a threat outside more. Because if Simeon comes in the game, you're going to be like, oh, it's going to Taysom Hill now. Right. So, but Saints minus 6 against the Falcons. Falcons were actually playing pretty well until I picked them to beat the Panthers, and then they didn't. So good luck figuring out the Falcons, and honestly, good luck figuring out the Saints. I'm just going to take Saints minus 6. The Saints are a better team, and they're at home. Raiders, Giants. Giants plus 3. Sending my thoughts and condolences to the family of the victim of the Henry Ruggs incident. What an absolutely heartbreaking story. This Raiders, it's kind of sad. Not kind of sad, it's really sad. I feel for everybody involved, and I do feel for Raiders fans because they are having one of the best seasons they have had in a very long time, but it sure doesn't feel that way. I do like the Raiders to cover 3 points, though, against the Giants. It will be interesting to see how that team responds. I encourage anybody to watch what Derek Carr had to say about Henry Ruggs. It's a very sad moment. Let's see. Packers, Chiefs now. Moving on from that. Packers, Chiefs, Aaron Rodgers. This was a pick'em the first time I looked at it, but it is not anymore because Aaron Rodgers decided to not get vaccinated, and he is out with COVID. I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to get political there. Sorry. Chiefs minus 7.5. Chiefs minus 7.5. You mean to tell me you're giving the Chiefs 7.5 points after beating the Giants by 3 at home? Are you serious? The Packers with Jordan Love, in my opinion, are still a better team than the New York Giants. So I like the Packers to cover here. I think it'll actually be the same result. Chiefs win in some garbage field goal. The Chiefs, what a disappointment. But I'm not going to give up on them just yet, because if they figure something out, they're still competitive enough to figure something out and sneak into the playoffs. Still at that point. And honestly, they could still win their division. Cardinals, 49ers. Niners +1. Give me the Cardinals to win. I know the Niners coming off their high horse, being the Chicago Bears. But the Niners, I don't think are that good. They're not, I don't think 1 point spread. What? I think the Cardinals are a point better than the Niners and then some. So I like the Cardinals to cover and win. Titans Rams, interesting Sunday night game. This kind of sucks because Derrick Henry and the Titans playing the Rams on Sunday Night Football. That's kind of awesome. Henry versus Donald and Von Miller. Von Miller's first game as a Ram. That would be pretty great, right? But Derrick Henry's not there. And the Rams are favored by 7.5 points because of that. And I like the Rams to win by more than 7.5 points. And I think the thing is, I said this at the beginning of the year, and I still kind of stand by it. The Titans just aren't that explosive, obviously. Where I was saying, like, if you slow down Derrick Henry, you slow down the Titans. I just don't trust Tannehill to take this team anywhere. We'll see what Adrian Peterson does as a Titan, but I don't see the Titans winning this game or even being that close in it. But I also think something's interesting. I think Vegas was trying to tell us something about the Titans because the Titans were not favored last week against the Colts, and now they're favored. Now, I mean, they're the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. I think regardless without Derrick Henry, you think they would be less than a 7.5 point underdog, right? But anyway, I like the Rams to cover that. I like the Rams to win. Monday Night Football. Bears go into Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. The Steelers are 6.5 point favorites. What? Why? Do you honestly like? I think the Steelers are a good team. I do. I think our defense is good, and we're finally figuring out how to run the ball for the first time in like 4 years, which is awesome. Do you think the Steelers are going to beat anyone by more than 6 points? That is just not how they play. Give me the Bears to cover, but I still like the Steelers to win. Don't tell Justin or Garrett or Sam. Shh. Steelers win, Bears cover. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I heard the reviews. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. It's time for the greatest segment, the best news segment in all of podcast history. It is Luke's Big Bet of the Week. If you were paying attention closely, you probably know what the big bet is. Now, let me take you through something here. Sorry. Let me take you through something here. The big bet, all caps, by the way. Big bet, all caps, don't spell it any other way. Like MF Doom, the illest villain, all caps when you spell the man name. Big bet is not a small bet. It's not picking he's not picking the Bills to beat the Jaguars. Luke is not picking the Bills to beat the Jaguars because that is about as small of a bet as you can do. That's just disrespectful to bets everywhere. This bet is a big one because that's what it is. And that's the motto we live by. We go big. We go big on this show. That's what we do. This is Luke's big bet of the week. The Chargers going into Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Eagles +1.5. What does Luke think? What does Luke think here? What would be the big bet? He's taking the Eagles to win. He's picking the Eagles to win. Now you might think, well, hold on a second. You're telling me +1.5, you're betting that as a big bet? What? That's not a big bet. Yes, it is. It is a big bet because what if I told you 75% of America is on the Chargers? 75% of America is on the Chargers. And Luke said, I don't care. I'm picking the Eagles to win. He said, I'm picking the Eagles to win because that is a big bet. That's what it is. And Luke said, you know what? I got the big bet right last week. Let me get this hammer. Pretend this is a hammer. Bam, bam, Big bet. That's what Luke does. That's what Luke does. He bets big. Now, he also said, let me look at this. He sent me some other bets. He said, this is for the boys. This is a medium-sized bet and a small bet. I actually disagree with both of these. But these are his medium and small-sized bet. I will put his record against mine, see who picked right. He thinks the Jets will lose tonight, but look by less than 10. So he likes the Jets to cover. And he also likes the Dolphins. He likes the Dolphins to win, but he likes it to be by less than 6.5. So we disagree there. I think the Dolphins and the Colts are gonna both cover those, but he thinks the Jets and Texans will. But then again, Luke's big bet of the week is the Philadelphia Eagles beating the LA Chargers by oh boy, did he say a certain score? I don't think he did, but he said Eagles by at least 2. He said Eagles by at least 2. That means with 3 seconds left to go, Elliott's kick is good. Eagles win by 2. Eagles win by 2 against the Chargers. The struggling Los Angeles Chargers. All of America's betting on the Chargers. And the Eagles are going to win because it's a big bet. Now, remember, the big bet rule is I can't pick on that game. That's all Luke. And I love that pick. I love it so much. I love it so much because it's a big bet. It's a big bet. That is what it is. Luke, thank you so much for picking our big bet of the week. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope you have the greatest weekend ever. It's cold. It's grimy, but football's on. And that's perfectly fine with me. So I hope you guys have the best weekend. I'm John O'Brien. This is a Talking Disaster. Always thanks for your support. Appreciate it. Awkwardly ending the episode.